What is up, YouTube? Frost the Hobidon here, and we are going to do a reaction of Death Battle. Today's Death Battle is going to be Sub-Zero versus Glacius. Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, and Glacius from Killer Instinct, I believe. Wow, this is going to be very, very cool. This Sub-Zero is the reason why I like ice powers back in the day. Plus, there are other ice characters who use ice abilities. Why my OC is known as Frost the Hobbiton? Because my OC is a ice user. As for my freezing form, as you see above it, that looks like a Super Saiyan Blue. Plus, I like the Super Saiyan Blue colors. It's really cool. Anywho, I have to go with Sub-Zero on this one. Because I knew him well. I'm not familiar with Killer Instinct that much. I knew about Mortal Kombat more than Killer Instinct in its history. And I really like the rivalry between Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. And finally, Sub-Zero, and learning how Scorpion finally realized the truth that Quan Chi killed this race and put the blame on Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero and Scorpion are now allies. And I was happy, very happy about that. Those two are allies now. Talk about a real deadly alliance. Okay, enough of me talking. Without further ado, I have skipped the other thing of this video, which just talks about the Death Battle shirts or something about him getting eaten. So without further ado, let's just stop with my talking and let's get on to reaction. Rules still apply. Check out the video if you haven't seen it. I'll leave the description down below. And go. Alright.
The freezing chill of death is a horrifying thought.
Yes,
Whether
it is.
It comes from being alone in the mountains, submerged in the Antarctic.
Captain
or
America
if you're
shield.
really unlucky, getting iced
And
by
Jason.
one of these cool warriors.
Oh.
Wow, sorry, that was bad, even for me.
Sub-Zero, the cryomancer ninja of Mortal Kombat.
Sub-Zero!
And Glacius, the icy alien with a killer instinct.
I want to learn
He's
about
whiz and I'm
Glacius,
boomstick.
so...
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out
Whoa.
who would win a death
What
battle.
was all that? That was awesome.
For untold generations, the Lin Kuei assassins waged war with their rival splinter group, the Shirai Ryu. Desperate to claim victory in the bloody conflict, the Lin Kuei resorted to drastic means of recruitment for able-bodied soldiers, no matter what age they were.
So, kidnapping children?
Kidnapping children.
Pretty
Well,
much.
at least they got to be ninjas. I bet their tiny little bodies would be even stealthier.
Turns out, two of these kids just so happen to be descendants from a race of extra-dimensional beings experienced in the art of ice magic.
Of
Their
course.
names were Bihan and Kuai Liang.
With the Lin Kuei's training, these brothers became cold-blooded assassins and the finest warriors in the clan.
And whether it started as a joke or he just thought it was badass, Bihan adopted a brand new name, Sub-Zero.
I think it's cool.
Sounds like an online username from your teenage years that you regret forever when you're older.
Sub-Zero was so fierce and driven, he became directly responsible for the complete annihilation of the rival Shirai Ryu clan.
Not true, he
Unfortunately
just
for him, one of
fought
them called
Scorpion.
survived. Well, kind of. And
Quan Chi
decided
is the
to
one
kill
who
him
killed
right
his
back,
clan
which obviously
and put the
pissed
blame
off
on
Kuai
Sub-Zero.
Liang, who decided to do the same to Scorpion, and got it. It's like high school
And
drama,
Kuai Liang
but with
did not
murder.
take it lightly.
Striving to honor his fallen brother, Kuai Liang assumed his brother's mantle as the champion of the Lin Kuei. Sub-Zero was reborn.
Sub-Zero.
This new
Ooh, I
Sub-Zero
like
is
that.
a master of Shotokan karate and
Kuai
Dragon
Liang
Kung
is the
Fu,
best Sub-Zero.
and enhances his martial arts with his deadly cryomantic abilities.
Subby can freeze the moisture in the air to do tons of stuff.
It
He
is-
can make his own personal slip and slide. Perfect for surprise
I love
attacks.
that move.
He can form all sorts of weapons out of thin air, like daggers, swords, or even ice hammers.
This is
But
why
best
ice
of
powers
all,
are awesome.
The dude can make ice so cold, it instantly freezes anybody who touches it.
This can be achieved through
I had fun with
Sub-Zero's
that.
Ice Blast projectile, or the Ice Clone technique, both of which completely immobilize his opponent for devastating follow-up attacks.
Did he just make a perfect sculpture of himself? Why doesn't he go into the ice sculpting business? Dude would make a killing. Ooh, just, you know, not the literal kind. He's got that down already.
Indeed.
Sub-Zero can also implement his cryomancy and
I
ninja
love that
talents in what
move.
appears to be near
That
instant
teleportation
teleportation,
move
an
where he
unexpected
falls
ability
back
which
and
baffles
comes
even
to the
his
other
fellow
side.
assassins.
That really
Yeah,
helped
but
me
I
out
bet
in
that's
fights
still
in
not
Mortal
as
Kombat.
unexpected as turning into a friggin' polar bear. Like, how though?
Too bad it only.
I want to do that.
Too bad that
And
move is only
best of
available
all,
on Mortal
after
Kombat
subduing his
versus
enemy,
DC.
Sub-Zero has no qualms about tearing them to bloody shreds with one of his fatalities.
Yes, he,
Taking after
yes,
his
he does.
dear old bro's favorite form of murder, Sub-Zero can rip a person's head off with their entire spinal column in tow.
The classic fatality.
That's one for you, Bihan. If he's feeling particularly nasty, Sub-Zero will toy with his opponent. He'll encase their lower half in ice and force them to watch helplessly as he
Whoa.
tears them in half. Or for a quick
I remember
death,
that.
he'll put them in a deep freeze that shatters like glass.
At most, it takes Sub-Zero approximately 4 seconds to freeze a person in place,
4
which in real-world
seconds?
physics is completely impossible. To induce
Yes, it
full-body
is.
frostbite in that time, he would have to lower the surrounding temperature to negative 6.5 million degrees Fahrenheit.
That is
That's a
cold.
stupid amount of cold.
13,000
Yes, it is.
times colder than absolute zero, to be exact, making it a temperature which literally cannot exist.
No, it
And
does
yet
not.
still
No, it does
as
not. You're
cold
right
as
about
my
that.
ex-wife's heart. Ha! Anyway, Sub-Zero has more than earned his reputation as one of the most fearsome fighters in the Mortal Kombat
I love that grapple
universe.
move in Mortal
He's
Kombat
strong
X.
enough to break titanium statues with a single chop, quick enough to dodge an oncoming rocket, and he defeated some of the best warriors across multiple dimensions. Like the lizard dude Reptile, and Taven the half-god, who single-handedly defeated dozens of Lin Kuei assassins. He's beaten his rival for life Scorpion several times, and even took
That's
on...
true.
Batman?
Yep,
Through
that
sheer
is true.
willpower, he survived injuries no normal person could walk away from, like getting torched in the face by a flamethrower, or being double impaled through the torso, and then torched again.
Whoa, that's a lot of blood! Like, how does he have any left?
I know, right? But that pales in comparison to when he underwent the procedures which turned him into a cyborg, and then
Oh,
was
yeah, I read
blown
that
apart and
comic.
reassembled into human form while still conscious.
Damn,
That was
what a
weird.
tough son of a bitch.
But don't
That was
overestimate
weird.
him. Although Sub-Zero keeps company with powerful spirits, undead wraiths, and immortal gods, he's not one of them.
Yeah.
He may have incredible powers, but he's still just a mortal man.
A mortal man
his
that can do an
emotional
amazing
baggage and
things.
desire to live up to his brother's name has clouded his judgment more than once.
But that didn't stop him from becoming Grand Master of the Lin Kuei.
True.
He changed their goals, turning them to the side of good, and even formed an alliance with his old rival Scorpion over
Yay.
a nice brunch. Life couldn't get any better. And then they found dragons!
Of course.
Shirai Ryu, dog. Lin Kuei scum! Death is more honor than you deserve.
Steve Bloom's best voice.
Beyond
For
our
Sub-Zero.
solar system, advanced civilizations are governed by the 88 Decrees. Should anyone dare violate these laws, they will find themselves targeted by the Galactic Marshals.
AKA Space Cops. One of these alien officers was
Space
sent to Earth
Cops.
to investigate an eerie distress signal, but he was shot down by the world-dominating corporation called Ultratech. You know, evil Walmart.
Ultratech had reverse-engineered equipment from an alien crash some decades prior. The Roswell.
I was trying to find out who's
However,
the leader of
the use
Ultratech. Was
advanced
it that
technology
fat
by
guy
less
in the
developed
comics
species is
who
a
was the
clear
leader of
violation of the 88 Decrees.
Ultratech, I
Kinda like if you
believe?
saw a chimpanzee pick up a flamethrower, it'd be awesome, but you'd want to take it away real quick.
Determined to correct these
Yeah.
wrongs and return home, the alien marshal set his sights on bringing Ultratech to their knees and recovering his lost technology. And if he couldn't, he'd just blow it all up.
It was Ultratech who codenamed
Yeah,
him
oh boy.
Glacius. Don't let his name fool you. Glacius wasn't always known for his fancy ice powers. Actually, he comes from a race of aliens with weird telekinetic abilities.
Makes
By
sense.
manipulating simple molecular structures, Glacius
Weird,
used
but
the
makes
environment
sense.
nearby to create armor around his inner body. This came in handy when his ship was shot down in Antarctica, and he lost his native shell.
So he had no choice but to make a new shell out of ice, which permanently turned him into an abominable snow monster.
With this new body,
Yeah, that
Glacius developed a
I
fighting
guess
style
that
to
makes
make the
sense.
most
I'm
of
not
his
familiar
new
with
capabilities.
Killer Instinct story.
Glacius prefers to fight at a
But is-
distance, using his long-range ice-bending attacks. He can turn his
Whoa.
limbs into huge ice lances to keep
He is
enemies
fast.
at bay, create spiky hail projectiles, and even summon spires of ice right under his opponent. And did he just punch that guy with an ice sculpture of himself?
More or less. That is
Okay,
the shatter
that is-
technique, a powerful burst
that is a
of
really
energy
cool
which
move.
summons a mysterious uppercutting ice sculpture.
Not many people
Perfect
care
for
about ice
opening up
powers.
some
They always
sweet
care about the
combos on
other
his foes.
abilities.
Still, for all his keep-away game, you'd think he'd be a total chump up close. But remember how he can move ice with his mind? Well, he can melt it too, including himself.
By turning his body into
Really?
liquid, he can evade oncoming attacks, surprise opponents from below with the
That must be
outreaching
really
puddle
cheap
punch,
for
and
players
even completely
who are
dissolve
Killer
people
Instinct
into
players.
nothing. And as an added precaution,
Must be
he
a
can
very
summon
cheap
extra ice
move.
to his body to serve as thicker armor. Though his molecular telekinesis is too limited to maintain this armor for long periods of time.
He may be made of ice, but Glacius can still hit hard enough to launch opponents several stories into the air.
Wow, that
including
is
the
a very big
550-pound
punch.
Fulgore units Ultratech is known for.
He's cunning enough to not only infiltrate Ultratech's highly guarded facilities, but also surprise attack its highly advanced robotic CEO, Arya. Before making his move, by Arya's own calculations, Glacius was able to drop the temperature of the entire room by 122 degrees Fahrenheit in 0.026 seconds. That's a quarter of a tenth of a second.
Wow.
Just like Sub-Zero, he can lower a person's temperature by like thousands of degrees to freeze his opponents completely solid. And then he makes them explode.
So every time he
his
steps in,
mind.
it gets
Maybe
instantly cold.
Glacius's real name is Kelvin, because that's colder than absolute zero.
Feel like that was some sort of nerd
Really?
joke.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you're not allowed to make a joke ever again.
Oh, why do you gotta be so cold? Anyway, in Glacius' mission to bring down Ultratech, he battled and defeated
alright.
dozens of killer robots, a zombie pirate, a genetically engineered dinosaur fighter, and a werewolf.
He even killed Cinder, the guy who's made of friggin' fire. You know, opposite ice.
Glacius
Yeah.
is ridiculously intimidating, but he does have a weakness. His natural body within the ice is fragile and defenseless. His
Are you
entire
serious?
fighting style is built around keeping foes away for this very reason.
So, how
Makes
many
sense of
licks
his
does it
fighting
take
style.
to get to the center of a Glacius?
That's gross.
What? He looks like a giant popsicle with legs. Come on.
You know what, Boomstick?
I don't know what was that.
You're fucking weird.
He is. But we love him for it.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
Yeah.
But first, all this talk of these cold
Ah, crap, they're
people
gonna do
makes
this
me
again.
think of refrigerators, which makes me think of food. So here we go.
I am skipping this in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's get on with the fight. No one wants to see that, right? Oh. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, there we go. There's Sub-Zero.
Your race is new to me.
Huh.
You will know the chill of death.
Whoa. Alright. Let him have it, Sub-Zero. Oh, wow.
I should have known.
Combo breaker. And then from the previous death battles. Wow, that was a... The slides, though. Ice sliding, or ice surfing is really cool.
But you lack conviction.
Formidable warrior, but you lack condition. Like... Up, up, and close. Uh-oh. That's not good. Teleport out of there. He's gonna teleport out of there, is he? Or maybe, I hope. There we go!
I know it's the theme and all, but that was just ice cold.
Glacius and Sub-Zero seemed to be a near match in terms of
Rusty.
chronomantic abilities, but it was Sub-Zero who had the training and the power to bring Glacius down.
That is true.
Sub-Zero has fought ninjas, robot ninjas, secret
I was about to
agents,
say the
movie
list,
stars,
but they
gods,
got it
and
covered.
even fellow ice warriors. Glacius really didn't have anything Subby hadn't seen before.
And while
Yeah.
their speed was fairly similar, Sub-Zero's impressive reflexes and ninja-like skills gave him one of the most important edges
That was a
in
very
this fight.
brutal
He
combo
could
in the
maneuver
games.
around Glacius's keep-away strategy, and
That
his
is true.
teleportation kept him a step ahead, even able to avoid Glacius's liquid form. And
His
while
ice
Glacius
teleportation
did possess
can
a
trick
minor
his
form of
enemies.
telepathy,
That is true.
there's no evidence to suggest that it was used for anything other than direct communication.
Sub-Zero could take a lot of hits, so he wasn't going down easy. But if you
Yeah,
put
he
their
can
defenses
power
side
through
by
it.
side, Glacius's ice armor does seem better. But it really didn't matter because Subs could just chop right through it.
Because he punched through
Sub-Zero could
titanium.
shatter titanium statues in a single
Yep,
blow,
I was right.
a feat
They're
which
bringing that up.
requires at minimum 63,000 pounds
I had
of
fun
force
playing
per
that
square
minigame.
inch. And titanium is obviously tougher than ice.
Of course.
Glacius's shell is composed of blue ice, the purest and toughest form ice can take. It would still only take at
Blue
most
ice? I didn't know about that.
57,000 pounds of force per square inch to crack
Good
his
to know.
entire body in half.
And he didn't even need to go that far. Just get to the squishy insides in the middle. I
Yep.
guess you could say that Glacius
With
had
his
his
brother's classic
expectations
fatality.
shattered.
The winner is Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. I knew he would
I'm
win.
about to show you the matchup for the next death battle, and after that, please click that button over there to try first membership and see the next episode before anybody else.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, who's next? 18. Oh. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to say this, guys. 18 versus Captain Marvel. I'm not sure about this one. Usually, seeing Dragon Ball Z's track record, DBZ characters tend to die in death battle by Majin Buu killed by Kirby, Goku killed by Superman twice, because I don't think Superman needs to be in death battles because he is already overpowered. And I think the only victories I see were Vegeta and Hercule. They were the only ones that win. The Dragon Ball Z characters versus superheroes who have done some ridiculous stuff. I don't think there's a competition. There's no competition that sometimes Marvel characters and DC characters will always defeat Dragon Ball Z characters, because they have done some ridiculous things in the comics more than Dragon Ball Z. Plus, they don't. Plus, I don't know how 18 is gonna do this. I have watched Dragon Ball Super. I love that show. It's awesome. 18 has. They say 18 and 17 can get stronger since they're half human, half cyborg. Due to training, they just enhance humans. And people keep saying 18 and 17 can't get stronger. They're only They're only robots. They're half human and half cyborg. Why do you think 18 and 17 are able to have a baby in Dragon Ball Super and Z? So yeah. Only difference is that they age slowly. The fighting style, though, 18 is a formidable fighter. She is skilled, but we're talking about Captain Marvel here. She is ridiculously powerful, who can absorb energy and has power from the Kree race, I believe, and has fought in powerhouse villains such as Thanos, or helped out fight Galactus and overpowered beings that can destroy reality and worlds. And I don't think I have seen 18 fought being villains who are stronger than Goku. I wanted to see 18 fight Frieza, but Krillin said no. Waste of opportunity. But we get to see her fight in the tournament, though. In the Tournament of Power. So, that's enough for me randomly. Me talking, I mean. Oh my god, oh man, I'm not my best right now. Thank you guys for watching. What do you think about this death battle? I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Like, comment, subscribe. What were your favorite parts of this reaction of this video of this death battle? Do y'all agree about how Sub-Zero won this fight? Hope y'all enjoy. Take care. Be safe, and most of all, stay frosty.